Nothing better than some fantasy and adventure anime to watch on a cold night. And these heated up shows are guaranteed to pump the adrenaline into your whole body with excitement. That's why for today, we'll be talking about the top 10 action and fantasy anime with OPMC that will surprise you. So, before we begin, remember to subscribe if you haven't yet, and press that bell icon to stay updated of all the new content we're creating. And beware for the following spoilers. 10. Chain Chronicle, Heiseidas no Hikari. Another one of those video game adaptations that people love to hate on. You're sure starting to wonder whether the name of the video doesn't fit the context at all. But Chain Chronicle, Heiseidas no Hikari, shows you a world that's beautiful and grand at the same time, with the show bringing a side to royalty that we haven't seen in a lot of shows before. Sure, Yuguto has its share of wars and battles, ready to get any action head glue their eyes to the screen. But with the anime pulling up the ace up its sleeve, all of a sudden, these monsters won't be the only thing any of us would have our hands full with. Aram is literally about Aram his way through the universe that the anime is based in, and with a lot of foes to serve as the perfect target for him to pull off those moves. Chain Chronicle, Heiseidas no Hikari is a must-watch for any fantasy action fan out there. 9. Trickster, Edogawa Ranpo. My only wish is to die. This sentence can sum up what Ranpo Edogawa feels and wants. All he wishes for is to find eternal peace in death. One small problem though, he's immortal. His wish and dream can never come true because of his power. That's why he joins the Detectives Club, as they promise him to find a cure for his immortality. He's antisocial to a fault and hates being in crowds. However, maybe being around friends from the club is exactly what he needs to put his antisocial attitude aside, and someday, probably, his wish to die will change. 8. Saijaku Muhai no Bahamut. Once was the ruler of a nation and the strongest drag ride warrior, called the Undisputed Strongest. Loses his kingdom and in some unpredicted events ends up in the bath area of the princess and sees her naked body. Of course, such insolence can't stand, and she challenges him to a drag ride battle, which later leads him to earn the name of the Undefeated Weakest, as he swore not to use attacks anymore and never fight back. Lux and the princess later on become more as lovers than that of enemies at each other's throats. But to find out how that happened, you have to watch the show first. 7. Kisnaver, broken and damaged. This is the simplest way you can describe this MC. He's too damaged. He decided to shut out everyone and everything around him to the point he shut out his own feelings of pain, sadness, sorrow, etc. Even physical pain too. This all changes though, as he finds himself wrapped up in a sick experiment binding his and 4 others' pains, feelings, and lives together. 6. Jormungand, Koko Hekamatyar. Might seem to the normal passerby as a cold-hearted, antisocial person. Don't be fooled by her looks. She's far worse than that. There's a thin line between genius and insanity. In Koko's case, both are fused together into one. She's smart and collected, makes the most intricate of plans, and is the most wanted criminal and most dangerous one by the CIA. She created a well-synced team, and all working together like the gears of a clock in unison and order, giving everyone roles they're most suited for. Koko is prepared to do whatever it takes and using whatever means necessary to reach her goal, even if it includes some innocent lives lost in the process. Then so be it. 5. Seikan no Quasar. Yeah, okay, about this show. We all know high school DxD and how Issei charges its powers, right? Oh, you don't? Well, quick lesson. He gets stronger by being horny and touching nude boobs. You might be wondering right about now, what does that have to do with this show? Well, in this show, Quasars do the same thing to power up, but they kicked it up a notch. How, you ask? Easy. By breastfeeding. Yeah, you heard that right, and I didn't stutter by breastfeeding, so expect a lot of naked girls everywhere. The character is the usual generic badass with his mascots out to save everyone. And even though this show has heavy, ecchi scenes in it, obviously it is still a good enough show to enjoy the fights and the story. 4. Blaze Blue, Alter Memory. Yet another anime bites the dust, all thanks to the curse of being a video game adaptation. However, we aren't here to discuss about that issue. We're here to talk about the most feared character in the series, and the protagonist of the show, Ragna. You can't just earn the nickname Grim Reaper and have the highest bounty in the world on your head out of nowhere. Whatever it is that Ragna did, the NOL hates him for it, wants him dead, and is prepared to do whatever it takes to get rid of him. If that isn't fear, I don't know what is. Ragna is hell-bent on destroying the social system the world relies on and ending the reign of the current government, or regime if you wish. 3. Isekai Mao Toshokan Shoujo no Dore Majutsu. Takuma Sakamoto is a locked-in video game addict who plays the massively multiplayer online role-playing game Cross Reverie religiously. He has an unmatched power level and possesses the game's rarest artifacts and items. One day, he's transported into the game's world in the form of his character, Diablo. Having a level of 150 as a sorcerer, Diablo mastered all forms of the elemental magic and is able to combine them through the Combiner subclass. His stat distribution and skill sets gave him the title of Sorcerer of Annihilation. He masters these abilities and gains an upper hand on his enemies by being absolutely overpowered. He's also a chef, by the way, if I didn't say that earlier. 2. D. Greyman. Alan Walker is a full-fledged Akuma hunter, and a powerful one at that. However, he didn't start off as the badass fighter he seems to be, and even his hair color was different. Due to a very traumatic event, his hair turned white, and he suffered through the trauma for years after being adopted, since his disfigured arm alienated him from everyone, only to lose his adopted father, and having him turn into an Akuma that wants to kill him. A lot of shit happened since then, and his character changed to the worse? Better? I don't know. Really, it's just that he's too damn powerful to not put him on this list. 1. Dungeon ni die wo motomiru no wa machigatiru daruka. When translating this series title, it might not seem like much for someone and think that it's just another boring, sleazy harem anime. But in reality, it's actually a very enjoyable and fun-to-watch series about a boy named Bell that dreams of becoming a dungeon raider. And with his ability to learn, adapt, and level up way faster than anyone around him, he's able to rise through the ranks and attain the title of Little Rookie as his first step into becoming a powerful dungeon raider. Even though he faces a lot of obstacles in his way, he isn't going to give up his dream anytime soon. And with this, we conclude our video. If you enjoyed this list, I want you to smash that thumbs up button. And if you haven't subscribed yet, be sure to subscribe and press that bell icon to keep you notified of all our new videos. Also, comment down below on the anime you like the most on this list, and if you're planning to watch any of them. And if you have any suggestions, place them in the comments as well. Until next time, see ya!